defensive maneuver. Number 7, defensive maneuver uses the blade of the foot, side blade kick, to the man's floating ribs. Crosses over and escapes from his opponent. Number 7 combination of defensive maneuver in slow motion. From a different angle, we see number 7. Notice the 45-degree angle and also the small step with Mr. Clark's left foot stepping out first. Number 3 defensive maneuver. Once again, Mr. Will Clark steps to the left at a 45-degree angle with his left foot moving first, with a right front two knuckle punch to the groin, grabbing the man's shoulder with his left hand, pulling him down into a back two knuckle punch to the temple. From a different angle, once again we see the 45-degree angle, moving into our opponent and below his punch. A strike to the groin is one of the most effective self-defense maneuvers for the street. Next of all, Mr. Clark from the Huntington Beach studio will execute the first official form in the Kempo system, which is number 1 pinyan. A pinyan or a kata simulates fighting imaginary opponents. The monks many of thousands of years ago created these training methods in case they were alone and they didn't have a partner to train with. Note the precision of the stances, the half mooning, the front two knuckle punches, blocking and striking, blocking and striking. Also notice the number 1 pinyan, Mr. Clark ended where he began, in the exact same spot. Let's look at that again. Number 1 pinyan, greeting salutation. We are blocking an opponent, moving into him and counterattacking. Blocking an opponent, moving in and counterattacking with a front punch. Coming back to the middle and blocking, only this time counterattacking 3 times. Driving your opponent backwards. 270-degree turn, blocking and striking. 180-degree turn, blocking and striking. Coming back, blocking, and going back on the same pattern that we originally did initially. Notice that number 1 pinyan imitates or copies the letter or the capital I. Next is a faster version of number 1 pinyan. This should not be practiced at this speed until you, the student, are almost purple belt level. You should first practice half mooning and then punching, but then as you become more proficient, coordinate your hands and feet together so that your hands and feet are moving in harmony with each other. Next, Mr. Clark will illustrate the bunkai for number 1 pinyan. Blocking a kick and attacking. Blocking and attacking. This is simulating fighting 4 different opponents. This will help you visualize when you're doing your form what you are actually doing. Kempo punch techniques. Self-defense against the punch. If a man were jabbing, you move to the outside inward block, and spin around elbow to the spine. Once again, inward block and elbow to the spine. From a different angle, notice the use of your hut stance. More importantly, notice Mr. Clark's position in relationship to his opponent. At all times, he's in a safe position. Inward block, lower the arm. Notice the power of the spin around elbow. Blocking and spin around elbow strike. Notice the position of his stance in relationship to his opponents. Next of all, a different tempo. Moving backwards, which is always safe if you don't know the length of your opponent's arm. Coming back with the kick because you're so far away, and landing with the palm heel strike. Move back and block, knife hand. Kick to the groin. As you land, palm heel to the face. 1, 2. Outward knife hand block, kick to the groin, and strike as you land, distributing your weight into your opponent's face.